Festival Latino is the largest Latin event in Ohio, and it's happening right here in downtown Columbus. Today on City Chat, we are honored to have CAPA's Vice President, Rich Corsi, and Steering Committee member for Festival Latino, Ramona Reyes, both here to give us the scoop on the upcoming event. Thank you guys both for coming on to the show today. Before we get started, can you each tell us about yourselves and the role that you play in the festival this year?
Absolutely. So I enjoy the festival every year. I am the chair of Festival Latino Steering Committee. So it's a group of individuals from the Columbus community, a lot of them from Latin backgrounds, so that we can continue to have a true vibrancy of Latino culture in the festival as we plan it, as we bring it to the community. It's just a really awesome opportunity for me to be a participant. I've been doing that for about 12 years since I've been a member of CAPA.
That's awesome. Rich?
Yeah, and so I'm Rich Corsi, the VP of Programming at CAPA, and I kind of handle all the production of the festival, everything from tents to restrooms to bands to dance plaza areas. So I help, it's myself and Nate Riley this year, just coordinating the full setup. It's amazing. A lot of people think you just push a button and everything pops up.
Right.
And that isn't how it works. So there's a lot of planning that goes into it. And like Ramona mentioned, we started about 12 years ago when we took over the festival from the city, and it has been a joy. And the best part of the festival is it continues to grow every year. So CAPA is thrilled to be a part of it.
That's amazing. Rich, this question is for you. So give us the details of the when and the where this festival will be held this year, and then can you tell us about the headline artists?
Yeah, so we've got the festival happening on Saturday and Sunday, August 12th and 13th, down at Genoa Park. It's a free festival. Come on down. We've got great music. We've got the dance plaza, kids area, all kinds of stuff. We landed a couple of big headliners this year. It's Alex Matos, Los Yaguaru, Adolescentes Orchestra, and Eddie Herrera will close it out on Sunday. We're fortunate enough, we have a gentleman named Tito Martinez who's down in Miami, and he's pretty well connected in the Latin music industry, and he helps us every year with the artists, and they're just phenomenal, and they just get bigger and bigger every year.
That's amazing.
And this is the second year we actually are kicking it off on Friday. Last year we kicked it off on Friday at Columbus Crew, and we're doing it again this year. Kind of just an opportunity to give our community, kind of stretch the festival a little bit, and it's an opportunity for us to dance, have some food, have some local artists, because that's one of the goals of Festival Latino, is to make sure that we also highlight our local Latino artists. So it's a great opportunity for people to start on Friday and then continue on Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, and that event is free also, like the festival. That's going to be Friday the 11th at Lower.com Field.
Okay, gotcha.
And it's right in the Esplanade area there, and it was a blast last year. We were overwhelmed with the attendance, and it was amazing, and just a great kickoff party.
I know, Ramona, that it was important when you guys are scheduling, these artists to come, that you have a representative from each of these subcultures. Why is that so important for you guys to do?
Well, Columbus is a melting pot of Latino communities just as much as it is of all other communities. As we know, there's over 101 languages spoken in Columbus. It's a welcoming city. So it's very important. We have people from all over Latin America, Mexico, the Caribbean, Brazil. So it's important for CAPA to really look at people from Venezuela, people from Mexico, people from Dominican, and there's popularity in the different music styles, the merengue, the salsa, but also keeping in mind the largest population of Latinos is Mexican. So bringing in a group that has that flair, and maybe even a group that goes across all genres, is really important. And we have an opportunity to actually look at the list of potential artists. CAPA provides the steering committee with that opportunity, and we look at them and we hear their music. Some of them are new artists. A lot of them are Grammy award-winning artists, which is wonderful. So a lot of people are, yeah, I like this one, I like that one, and Rich and CAPA do an excellent job of making sure we have that diversity.
Yeah, and this kind of goes into the next question. When CAPA is scheduling these artists, the fact that they're from all these different subcultures, does that impact scheduling at all? How does that work?
And it's the same within our industry when we do shows at the theaters. The artists need to be on tour. So that is the jumping off point, is who is out on the road in August. And then we start with that, and then we get the list. It's usually 10 to 15 artists. We try to pull 4 out of that. That'll be a very, very good mix. Like Ramona said, there's one from Venezuela, Mexico, and we try to get different artists to represent different genres of music. And it seems to work out every year. We can't get every single genre in there.
Right,
But
right.
we do our best, and we usually hit 4 to 5 national acts every year. And we've had everybody from El Gran Combo to Ruben Blades to Oscar De Leon. We've had everybody. Jerry Rivera, Victor Manuel.
Wow.
It's unbelievable, the list of folks that we've had. And like I mentioned, Tito down in Florida has been a huge influence, and he's been with us since day one. First year we started booking the festival, so he's a part of it also.
That's great. Ramona, you were kind of talking about, when we were talking about the kickoff dance party, and you mentioned how there was like dancing and just like different food. There seems like there's like a lot of elements that go into this festival. Can you talk about some of the resources that will be there, and then the different types of like activities that will be happening?
So people in the Latino community pretty much call this a family reunion. So this is an opportunity for people to come in, and you're seeing your cousin and your friend and the person you went to college with, and there's people coming from Cleveland and Kentucky and New York. There's about 6 or 7 women that have been coming every year since I've been involved with CAPA that are right in the front row. They come from New York every year, Dominican, and it's just wonderful. Not only do they come for the music, they come for the food. I mean, we have vendors, again, from all types, Argentina, Venezuela, Colombia, Mexican. We also have the traditional cotton candy and the elephant ears and things like that. But in addition to that, we have resources that are offered within the community. So we have health resources. We have nonprofit organizations that come in and talk about resources that are available here in Columbus. And we even have some people that come from other parts of Ohio bringing in their resources. We have a whole artist section. So authors, local authors, people who are writing books and things like that. And obviously we have the dance areas, the kids areas. We always have kids activities because, again, it's a family event. People come down not only with their mom and dad and their grandma, but they're going all the way down to the kids. So COSI's involved. We have Columbus City Schools, and just there's something for everybody from everywhere that they can enjoy. You don't have to be Latino to go. I mean, people like jazz music. If you like music, if you like food, if you just like having a good time and dancing and getting up and getting your bones moving, Festival Latino is a place to be.
Yeah, and I think the beauty of Festival Latino is the fact that we talk a lot to the community on what the community wants. We can build this, but we have to build it so people will come down. And it's like, what do people want in the community? And like Ramona said, our community services area, our health and wellness area, our artist area, we try to pack everything into that weekend. So when you come down, you can just hit everything. It's amazing. A lot of folks who haven't been come down, and they just come year after year. And then the other people, everybody else just comes year to year. So
Yeah.
it's very addictive once you get down there.
Every year we looked at different opportunities. We talked about possibly bringing a chess tournament to dominoes.
Dominoes, yep.
Dominoes are very, very popular within a plethora of Latino communities. So we've been talking to Dominicanos in Ohio, an organization, to see if that's something that's possible. So everyone's welcome.
That's so cool. From the technical side of like doing this year to year, like you were talking about how you set up all of the production and behind scenes, do the scheduling, set up the actual like tents and everything like that. What's your drive to do this year after year for 12 years now?
Yeah, I mean, it is a long week. It's usually about an 80 to 90 hour week, but I'm telling you, when you go out Monday of that week, when it gets to Saturday at 11 and you open the festival and you see the crowd starting to come in, and then about 2, 3 o'clock, it really gets cooking. And then by 5 o'clock, it feels like 1 million people down there. And I think it's the excitement of just seeing people down at the festival. It's not only Latino people, it's all cultures coming to celebrate Latino culture, and it's just great. And I mean, people come down, they put it on the calendar the second we announce the dates, and they just wait and wait and wait, and we get good weather. It's just 1 million people down there, and it's so much fun. And working with the vendors and working with the music groups, and like Ramona mentioned, we've got a couple dance groups, one out of Toledo, El Corazon de Mexico. We're doing that with Elena Hernandez, Carlos Rubio, local guy, Salsamente Academy. He's been a part of this forever. it's just a good vibe, and it's just really, really good for the community.
That's great. Ramona, is there anything else that you guys or that you would like to add about this festival?
I mean, just welcoming everybody down to Genoa Park to make sure that they're coming here. And we have volunteers, so if people have questions, we have multiple areas, like we said, and there's something for everybody. I think that's the biggest question. It's like, well, what if I take my 80-year-old mom, or what if I take my 2-year-old? There is something there for everybody all day long, from 11 to about 8:30 at night. It's a safe festival. Every year we grow. We have our wonderful Columbus Police Department, so I know there's a lot of concern about safety when people go out into festivals, and we're very proud to say that it is safe. We have our wonderful CPD there and other people making sure that we're safe and having a good time at Latino Festival.
Yeah, it is amazing, and a big part of this is we pull a lot of city departments in, whether it's water, fire, or police, and it's mind-boggling, the sign-up sheets, because they get filled immediately when people find out it's a festival. And so it's kind of a neat thing. And I just want to throw in one thing. None of this would be possible without our sponsors.
Right.
Very generous sponsors. Our lead sponsors are Honda, Nationwide, and AEP. And then we've got several other sponsors, but they are amazing. They come to the table, they help us with this, and they make it possible. So it's really a community event, and it's great that everybody wants to be a part of it, sponsors and community departments and everybody else, and public coming down. So.
And everybody can get involved. I mean, really, if you go to our website, you know, we're always looking for volunteers, people to work the doors, people to work the activities, coordinate, not only at the festival, but a month after the festival, the steering committee starts working, CAPA starts working. So there's always an opportunity for people not only to attend the festival, but also be involved. Because a lot of times we hear at the festival, oh, you could have done this, you could have, like, hey, come on in, all opinions matter. And our goal is to make sure that we bring the best festival to Ohio, to Columbus specifically, and everyone's welcome to be a part of it.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of us and the team that we have working on it. When you come to us and you tell us about something that should be different, we actually listen rather than get annoyed. I mean, again, I'm there working, I'm going to be there, so we're trying to attract people to come down. So if there's something that makes sense for the festival, we're happy to listen and incorporate it if we can.
That's so awesome. You guys just give off such good vibes. I'm so excited for this year. Thank you so much again for coming on to the show.
Yeah, it's awesome. Thanks for having us.
I'm Josie Smith. Thanks for watching City Chat on CTV.